Hi, welcome to Matt Holman Golf. I thought I'd take a look at Jesper Parnevik today. I know a number of my Swedish students have asked me if I could do some reviews of the numerous great Swedish players. Let's start on the right hand side. I think this was some footage from this year or within the last year or so. Great competitor, very hard worker. And quite interesting, that I've followed sort of his career in an actual swing, and I think his technique now is most probably by far the best, from a model it's been. I think you look at some of in the year actually in his prime, he tended to get that club head a little shut, a little across the line at times, but great ball striker. I remember watching him a long time ago at the Belfry, and he had these sort of Callaway irons, whatever they were, Big Berthas, and big divots, and great ball striker. So let's take you through this swing. So I think he's most probably got a 7-iron, or it looks around a 7-iron or 6-iron here. Really orthodox looking setup. On playing first move, club face is sort of matching the spine. Relatively wide look through this part of his swing, so he has that slight forward lean. So you'll see maybe in some players here they set the club a little bit more, but I think that's more a preference than anything. But really good look at the top here. Club face is very much square, slightly left of the hands. The arms are just slightly above the shoulder plane. And then he really turns hard through the ball and really pulls that club head out in front of him. Great looking impact. Handle really swings left with the passive face, and can't see too much going wrong from there. So also I just thought I'd highlight a couple of areas that I think certainly the better players out there, I think when better players' swings tend to go wrong, they don't do as well. One is to get that club sort of travelling too much from the inside, but a lot of the guys I work with tend to lose body angles and don't plane the shaft quite as well as Jesper. So look how he's very much retained his angles at the top there. The head's in place, the tailbone or the right hip's actually moved slightly back of where it started, which we'd like to see. And now again he's going to have that downwards pressure. Head moves down a little. Club's pulled out in front of him. There's no sense of the club shaft falling behind him. And then this very sort of planed look through impact. The club shaft's gone up, 2 or 3 degrees, which we see a lot of the time. And then a just simple rotation through. So from face on. Again, let's check a couple of positions out. It's a really good turn off the ball. Like I say, it has this sort of wide look. Doesn't set the club as much as some. But great looking position there. He's now going to have a strong move into his front leg. Really strong transition. It turns. He's covered. There's no sense of anything leaning back here. And then everything just keeps turning and moving through.